And just like every other time, we are back. My name's Charbel Milan. Today
MoeBank888.
we got
Austin Hoyt.
joining us today. So, Mo, just to get you up to speed, man, this is a time shared, the one and only podcast that's out here trying to bring light to people like you, people who are kicking ass, getting creative, and just paving their own way, just finding a route and just trying to, create their own success. So before we get going, if you just want to take a quick moment to get everybody up to speed on who you are, what you do,
Mhm.
and just things they should know about you before we get going.
Well, first of all, I appreciate you. I'm glad we're all together. I think it's really important to have platforms like this for people that because there's already like a pre way everything. It's always harder for the people that are doing like things out the door at the norm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having platforms like these that allow you to express a bit more of like what you do and stuff like that's awesome. So to answer your question, I'm a Bank 888. I've been doing music's been my thing since I was a little kid. I focus on sports majority of my life, and then after high school, um, I just got back into the music out of passion. And yeah, long story short, we're here. I'm about to drop my first project, my first tape, November 1st. It's been a long time coming, but I'm feeling good. I'm excited, and I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be like talking, having these conversations, and just feeling good.
Hell yeah,
But
man.
we'll talk more as we go. It's just that's a little
That's the
introduction.
intro way, man. First things first, thank you so much for having us today.
For
We'll just
sure,
go ahead
bro.
and
Thank you.
cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
to be here. Happy to be here,
Yes.
guys. Cheers.
I'm not a red wine type of guy, but it's always good.
Man, I wish I would have known, but I know for next time. I
It's
know
all
for
good.
next
It's all
time.
good. So here's the thing, man. Whenever it comes to music,
Mhm.
podcasting, whatever it is, a lot of people get lost in the creative work. They get lost in the songs, they get lost in the art, but they forget that it all starts with the mindset. It all
Mhm.
starts with somebody like you saying, hey, I feel like I have the potential to create something that not only can reach people, but can affect them the same way that I feel. So it's
Mhm.
almost like a form of expression.
Mhm.
So at what point in time, this is kind of a general question, but at what point in time did you realize you wanted to do music? Like that was your calling, right? Like
Okay.
you specialize in like Spanish English mix.
Yeah. Really, my music. I just do who I am. I'm a, I'm a Colombian kid, born in Medellin, Colombia, who came to the United States at the age of 6 as an immigrant. And I've been here, and that's what my music is. I don't really look at it as doing English or Spanish. I just do it as me doing me. And I just happen to speak English and Spanish, and I just happen to be tapped into the culture from here, the Latin culture, and I just demonstrate that in my music. But I don't really, it's not like I'm overthinking it. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it's easier to me to be able to express my thoughts into different languages.
That's
And
beautiful.
what's the other question?
Yeah, what was just the mindset like when you started getting into music? Like, what was your reason? Like, how did music find you?
Music. Okay, so I've been like since I was a little kid, I was like performing for my family and stuff. Like just like I'd have these toy guitars, and even there's like videos of me like with instruments and stuff. And I had told I had told a family member that when I was older, I wanted to have a musical room, whatever that meant. You know what I'm saying? We're here, Lions Den. And I don't have my gear in here right now, but we're here. And basically, that's when music was in me. Then I focused on sports. After high school, I had I got into some trouble, what you would say, just normal stuff like fighting and just dumb like high school kid stuff.
Yeah.
So after that, but just because it's dumb high school kid stuff, that doesn't mean that the legal system took it that way. You know what I'm saying? So the legal system, based off a dumb decision that you do partying with your friends, like there went 2 years of my life, just dealing with the cases and like just getting things resolved, not settling for certain things. So to answer your question, my love and passion for music was found again when I was going through that struggle of just like trying to find that love again because my time and dedication have been given so much to football beforehand that by the time, because I played overseas in Germany right after high school. I went to Germany. I played overseas and coached over there. When I got back from Germany, that's when I kind of like football was done for me. You know, I wasn't playing college football. And it was just like I was dealing with like the legal cases, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to make it sound like, but whatever. Like I had to find something, and I had a friend that was down the street from me at the time, Murph Skates. I respect him a lot. He's really out of this area, one of the pioneers for sure of the whole music thing. So basically, he was already making beats. I just went over there and recorded one day. And then I kind of liked the song. And then after that, I just kept going, you know, not really like, that wasn't the moment where I was like, I'm gonna do this. But I was just like, okay, this came out pretty straight. I already liked music and he was just right down the street. So I was like, let's get in there. And I just kept getting in the studio and and really I'm only bringing this up because I told this story to someone the other day. I had a childhood friend, like basically my twin, that passed away, long live. But when I was first doing the music, I was, you know, he was the person that I read and told everything about my life to. So I showed him the music, and he was the first person that really told me I believe in you. So after that, you know, musically, I listen back to that now, and I know it wasn't ready, but I was like, yo, there's something here, so I'm just gonna keep working at it. And I just kept pushing at it. So that was around when I was like 19, you know, and and really just kept hustling. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm gonna let you.
That's
I'll let
beautiful,
you.
man. Damn. Do you know what I like the most about what you said is you didn't overcomplicate the process. You didn't think about it too much. You just got in there, did what you could, and you realized, wait a minute, I like this. Like I
Yeah.
see myself doing this, and it just kind of, from what I'm getting, it just kind of became part of you,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like, cause at first when you're getting into anything with music, just cause it's such a like thing that people just see so like me when I really decided to do it, I looked at it as any other job. If you're deciding to be a school teacher, you're gonna be a school teacher. You know what I'm saying? If you're deciding to be a lawyer, you're gonna be a lawyer. If you do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm an artist. I wasn't saying I'm an artist. I just said I'm an artist. And and so basically what I was getting at is that during that time, like you're still like, oh yeah, I'm kind of doing music, and really I was in that zone for years because since it's something that people see so out there, it's kind of hard to like have people even like get on the same page as you at first. So you kind of just kind of like half say like, oh yeah, I'm dabbling with the music, you know, but you don't really to fulfill them in like I really genuinely wanna I wanna do this and like wanna put my time into it and like really develop it because people it's so big to people. So you don't even want to speak on it too soon because you know most likely people are gonna already be like doubting you in their head and stuff like that. At least that's how I feel.
No,
It
I
could not be
completely
like
agree.
that, but that's I feel like that's how it is.
No, I completely agree. So you just kind of kept it to yourself and you really worked on it. And then it was when you were ready, you shared it with like the people closest to you. Because that's the thing a lot of people don't get, man. At least this is how I feel. I'm not like move in silence type of person, but
Mhm.
I'm also the type of guy where I believe in energy. I believe that, if Austin has a thought about me in my life, in his own life, that
Mhm.
affects what I'm doing. So like if I'm starting a water bottle company, I wouldn't go tell all my friends because then it's kind of like what you said. A majority of people, man, they're either gonna doubt you
Mhm.
or they don't want to see you succeed because they're like, hey, why is that not me?
They
Because
just don't get it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So I completely understand when you're like, okay, I didn't want to put it out there yet.
Yeah.
So what were some of the things going on behind the scene that you started to build up the energy and really started to get involved? Because I
Well,
can tell there's some depth, man. I can
yeah,
tell you're holding back some depth, and I feel like there's some juice in here, and I want to let
man.
you get to it.
There's so basically for me it wasn't even like I've been dropping stuff this whole time, but really just on SoundCloud, just throwing it out there. Not like I'd be like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, new song, blah blah blah. But I wouldn't be like, yo, putting the push behind it. Basically, so I start doing the music. I start recording. I just start like practicing more writing. I'm writing a lot. I was more tuned into just what the rapping thing was at first, because like rap saved my life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been listening to since I was a little kid. So that was like one of my biggest influences. Is that's how I got into the music, was writing through the art rap form of rap music. So that's how I was doing it at first, and then that led. So what? So I was writing, and then I went to Germany. I went back to Germany again to just lock in, and just because I had the opportunity to. In the meantime, I was also working like jobs as a server and stuff, just really getting my money right. Um, so it gave me the opportunity to be able to travel, and I have family abroad and stuff, so it's a bit easier for me too. But so in Germany, I just kept recording. When I got back, I've had relationships with the Latin community as far as the like Univision, Telemundo, them, because my family has been involved with like community service type things since I was a little kid, like education for immigrants, as far as like where they can find like information to study, and like health fairs, like for people that didn't have health. We were just putting things in position way back that allowed us to have the connections with the platforms, like the Latin platforms. And basically we worked some contracts for Hispanic Heritage Month, and that opened some big doors for me. Our first project is on YouTube. It's called Aquí Estamos. That's when I was still writing under my name Moises. So it's like you can find her under Moises. It won't be under MoeBank888. But basically, that Aquí Estamos opened the door for a lot more projects. So I was already having income coming in at around the age of 20 from music. And this was, I didn't really know music. All that I was doing was writing, and that's it. So basically, long story short, this whole time we were the ones putting the stuff together. So um we were subcontracting like production and stuff, but we were still the ones that were putting it all together. I was doing the lyrics, so that's what these awards came from.
Oh
Um,
yeah, you're a three-time Emmy Award winner.
correct, correct.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it came during that time. It came from the projects from Hispanic Heritage Month, and those came along with some other PSAs that we did for them that just kind of had like announcements about cultural Hispanic history, that like just historical facts, and we did it with videos, and we just presented it. We did the music, the sound design, and the music for all that stuff. And I was the writer, and Emerald Lion Productions, our company, that's who we did it under, and that's who the our awards are for. It has my name on there, and our team as well. But yeah, it was an accomplishment because we did that as an independent company. Like we went up against like news channels. We went up against like universities and stuff, full groups of people, and we were still coming out on top. You know what I'm saying? So that was my 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 career up to when I was just writing, had no idea about production, nothing. Once this goes back, I could have stayed in the area of like writing the jingles and stuff like that, but I knew like when I started music, I didn't just want to be another like composer. I did this for my brand and to be able to have the position to like inspire and stuff like that. So I had to check back in because you're making money for music. It's cool, like, but I wasn't doing what I wanted to do in music. So I just kept working. I went back. I kept working my jobs as a server. I actually invested into going into school for production and engineering, because the work, what people had already, because I was already 19. There's a lot of people that have been producing since high school, 15, 14, 13. I mean, there's like, it just gets younger, the age that producers.
So it's like second nature for them.
Yeah, so it's like they already had all that experience like coming up. Since me, I wanted to still have that quality, still have the control, and still know the language. Um, so that's why I decided to go to school. That was a year certification. And all this time I'm still working. I'm still I'm still working. I started working retail too. Then I got into a relationship. I was in school. I was still trying to, not let go of my creative stuff, like making my own music. Just because I was in music school, like I was still trying to do my stuff. But you only have so much time and just juice. So basically, for those years that I was learning how to produce and engineer and stuff, I wasn't really doing anything as far as my artistry. I had to put recording to the side. I had to put writing to the side. Fast forward, once I really get the production down, there was a moment that I even went into straight up just being a producer. Um, but then I had to check back in. I had to check back in, like, to my whole purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why did I start this? I didn't start this to be a producer. The whole reason I learned to produce was so I could know and I could get the more exact result of what I was trying to do for my sound because I was seeing like when I first started making music, studio time was expensive. If you wanted to buy beats was expensive. Getting your music was expensive. So I was just to get one song out, you know, working as a server and just on some you don't got that. So I needed to learn how to do that stuff, not just because I didn't want to pay for it, but because I wanted to have more exact control of the result of the music. So fast forward, after I got the production down, I tuned back into the artistry. Um, Started recording again. Been recording again for like heavy for like like a year and a half now, and it's been up and down, bro. But really, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling I'm feeling here. You know what I'm saying? Let me let you.
Let me rewind it just a little bit. For someone like myself, for
Mhm,
someone who's listening that doesn't know anything about Emmy Awards and how it all works,
mhm,
how do you even get involved to place?
mhm.
Like how does it even work? Because you kind of brushed over that quick, like it was nothing. But
Right.
bro,
You gotta do
this is
some. You
pretty
gotta
big.
you gotta do some stuff on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain stuff that there's something requirements that you have to even be able to qualify to win an Emmy. Um, So it's like first it has to be aired on TV. I mean, I don't know this stuff. Like someone could hear this and be like, "Yo, this guy," but whatever. What I've been told is that you gotta air it on TV and you gotta you gotta have someone on the board and a whole bunch of this stuff. But I
So
don't
you
really.
just had a team. It pretty much
Yeah, I had
is
a
what.
team because we were the ones, Emerald Line Productions, we were the ones doing all the jobs. So really, the only thing I was doing of that was just more of the creative side. Like, especially because in that time, now I've taken more control of my business. And that time, I was in the mentality that, oh, I'm just going to do the music stuff. Everything's going to come to me. And like, that wasn't it. So
So what do you mean by taking control of the business? Like how do you look at music as a structure itself? Like what's your mindset when it comes to music? Because I can tell it's not just music.
no. um, I don't know. Really, like this is the way I look at it is a result of years of analyzing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the way I look at it now is really night events is just really in depth. So the way I look at music, I understand the importance of like the music's always first. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make something fly. And that was the big disconnect that I had for a while was that I was too caught up in the you gotta release content type of thing, and I wasn't really making sure that I was holding myself to a quality control. Um, so basically, I, I heard a door and uh, I lost track of what was I saying?
Oh, you're good. You were talking about how you were just trying to put content out, but then you realized
Oh,
there has to be the quality is what you really want to shoot for.
yeah. So basically, I forgot how I was tying that back in though.
We were talking about like what your mindset is behind music and your
Oh, okay,
business.
okay, okay. So just analyzing everything for so long. Um Entrevista, estamos grabando. Gracias. Um I forgot what I was talking about.
Oh no, you're good.
Ah!
No, you're good. So we got music, we have the business,
Mhm.
but then we have like the depth behind why you view music differently than other people who just focus on putting something good out there and hoping
Oh,
it
okay.
blows up.
Like
Because
your
you said
I'm
you have a structure, like you have a game plan.
Mhm.
yeah, like your approach and like your game plan to music and everything. Like how you look at it and how you view it.
I view music first of all as art. Sadly, in the day and age that we are, you can't just see it for an art, or else you're just gonna be broke. You know what I'm saying? So if you're really trying to do this, because there's a lot of ways you can do it. Like the way I'm speaking about right now is like from an artist perspective, because I could have been making money off of music like from a lot of different ways, but it's like when you have a specific vision. So I'm speaking from this specific perspective of an artist. Basically, I look at it as like, yeah, the art's first, but you also just gotta be in tune with the market. You gotta be in tune with what's going on with what people like, but still not just do the same thing. Like you gotta be different. You gotta have your own sauce to it.
I can
You
mute all
gotta
that.
be able to express yourself. In a way that just sounds tight to people, but you still just being you. And yeah, you can add a little swag and a little sauce to it, but there's a big difference of doing that and just like straight up flexing and like just sounding like dumb on the song, you know what I'm saying? Which is what a lot of people do. But there's a thin line between that because we all sounded dumb on a song at one point. I mean, most of us. I don't know really, but what I'm saying is that it's okay if you're I'm not really talking about like the quality of the music. I'm talking about content. Like, and I'm not really for like just like being extremely flexing just like on something that you're not about. Like I'm just about like position it and create it into a way that people like to hear it, but still talking about your truth, not really just talking about some random stuff that you have nothing to do about.
Oh, okay. So I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you don't like being like just talking about shit that you think people want to hear. You're
Mhm.
actually trying to be authentic and have your music represent who you are and what you believe.
Right. But you still got to position it in a way with the things that people want to hear.
Because that's what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's either you do something way, 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 way out there that's completely way just hit or miss. When you do something way out there, it'll either hit, but like the fraction is like way smaller, or like the chance. Or you just still do your thing, sprinkle in a bit of what the people like, um, or what you've analyzed, what you think people like, and just see the results. But that's not even really answering what you asked about, like the depth of how I
Yeah,
see music. I don't
yeah, I
know.
want to know what your mindset is behind music. Like, what's your vision that makes you different? You know what I mean? Like, when you go to sleep at night, man, and you close your eyes, what puts you to sleep? What makes you think about everything actually like what I'm trying to say is what makes you stand out as far as like how you think about your approach towards the music industry
Mhm.
from business, creative standpoint, whatever you think. What's your mindset behind music?
Well, first of all, I'm not just here to make a quick check. Um, I think that's the biggest difference between me and a lot of people. I don't really think you can stay in this game a long time if you are just in it for the check. Because yeah, there are people that get in it quick, but you're not really hearing about them right now. But they already have their own thing going on because they like popped in the sight of people and just forever gonna be there. But since they didn't have enough of that reason and of that foundation before they got the opportunity, it's like once they got it, it was just easy. It was just easier to fumble. Really, what makes me different is like I feel like music's one of the most powerful things on earth, and I'm aware of that. And whatever I'm doing right now is not even close to like the vision that I have. So it's like, um, not taking away from what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I'm here.
What
Like
is that vision? I want
There
to
you
know.
go. That's,
I want to
that's
know
the
what the
question.
vision is, man.
That's
I want
the
to know what the
question.
vision. Like, I can tell that you got something planned that's different.
really, it's just bringing the art back. Like just making things cool again. Like I'm not taking away from any of the artists that been doing stuff, but I don't know. I just want to make something that I'd consider cooler or more cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is the cool thing about this is that, and everyone trying to be the best or whatever, it just pushes to make better stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like overall music and videos. But my vision for music, bro, like it's really just too hard
Before you get into
to
it,
even.
let's cheers.
Cheers,
Let's
bro.
break the ice.
Cheers.
Let's break the ice. We're about to get deep. I feel it.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
are about to get deep, bro.
Sir.
But so this is the vision. 3-time Emmy Award winning vision.
Man, yeah, and the Emmys are just like
It's just
it's just
validation.
something
It's
of
the
this plane.
beginning.
Like the Emmys are like they're cool and really I'm just talking about this stuff now because I'm finally in a position artistically where I'm really happy with what I'm doing. But it always was the like people always saying like yo like people would always say like talk about the Emmys and just the stuff that I've done for me because I'm not really too much on like getting caught up in like any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? The most important thing and the thing that makes me happy is creating and like making something cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really like what just gives me complete joy, like fulfills me. And so as far as the vision, it's hard to speak. Uh, so because it's so long term that it's really just hard to speak on it right now because there's so much that has to get done beforehand. So it's like I'm saying that because yeah, I could talk about it right now, but there's so many things that have to line up before then. So it's like I don't even want to talk about like um basically the project's coming out the 1st of November. It's probably gonna be out already when this drops, which that's like tight. Um
Yeah, that's why I wanted to have the conversation today.
yeah, and I'm glad that we're doing it right now. Everything's going great. But I keep getting lost. Like,
But what's so crazy to me, like, and even
yeah,
knowing
like
you, like,
let's. This is my guy. This is my guy.
Hey.
Like, I've known him.
So how do
for-
you guys
for
know each
forever.
other?
we
Yeah,
know each
yeah.
other for like what 8?
He'll spark up like the juice. Cause
That's why I
Yeah.
wanted to have a mic for him. I
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
feeling we
yeah.
would need this.
Yeah, but like me and him, I mean, we go back to high school. I mean, I met my freshman year. He was a year older than me, sophomore year football. He's just always been like, I don't know, man. It's just always been something about him, just that real authentic guy. And that was, I mean, football, Grayson High School. Shout out.
Shout out.
That's how we know each other. And then we just like especially more recently, in the past couple of years, like I mean, not that like we ever like weren't friends or anything. We just got a lot closer, and like tied it in because you got to surround yourself with the right kind of people and that right kind of energy. But what's so crazy about all this to me is just like at such a young age, like this man won 3 Emmys, and like to him it's just like but that was the beginning, really, and how he didn't, like most people would have won 3 Emmys and they would have not had the balls to move on from that. They would have stayed in that little circle of like doing that because you're making money, you're getting recognition, like you're doing big things, but then like he still knew that wasn't it. And like the fact that you had like I said, like the balls to really like move on from that and like realize that your worth is more than that and that you have more as a creator, and you wouldn't be fulfilled just staying in that. A lot of people would have gotten stuck there, and like you leapt out of that.
It's easy to get stuck there, especially when you're making a living, or just you have income coming in off of what everyone's like, oh, music, like how are you gonna make income off of music? Like,
Oh, so it's like, okay, so like the money was coming in, so it was
Yeah.
almost like a lot of people would have got stuck right there.
yeah,
They
because the
would've been-
money was coming in. Like, I could have kept just doing jingles, finding these corporate contracts to like, just like, yo, I'll do this song for your commercial. But then like, yeah, Moises Restrepo maybe shows up like 1 second, and that's that. I get paid my work for hire. You don't get any extended
Oh, like royalties.
royalties off of that because it's a work for hire situation. That's really what turned me off when I was so hyped when we did that first project. I was like, yo, because I was thinking like, yo, that's gonna go on our YouTube, but it went on all on their platforms and stuff. So that really none of that traffic came back to under my personal brand. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So
okay.
like once I found it was like that, I was like, nah.
So that's like
You
when
didn't
people
own it. It wasn't yours. It
Yeah,
wasn't. It
no, like
wasn't.
none of the traffic,
Yeah.
like that thing had a lot of traffic. That video is still moving every Hispanic Heritage Month till this day, but it wasn't bringing any, like, I was expecting my social media and all that stuff to start growing, but none of that grew. So I was just like, this
Oh,
not
so
it.
it was like kind of how people talk about the industry.
Yes.
So it was kind of like an industry thing where they kind of like you created the entire creative platform or project, and then they took credit for it. Like, are
Yeah,
you?
like I got my credits, but it just wasn't how I thought, like
You didn't own it.
it was just like, yeah, here's the writer, but this is the big name on it, and it's like, nah,
Do you
like,
know?
no.
You obviously know Lil Yachty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember before he was blowing up, he lived in the area, and a guy that went to
Yeah.
my high school, he produces beats. His name was Ramses, right?
Okay.
So he produced the Minnesota beat, Good kid like Minnesota.
That's
So
sick.
he produced it, but because him and Yachty were friends, bro, he just gave it to him, right? And
Mm.
then fucking like 8 months later, Yachty blows up, and then he was, bro. I remember it was an issue when they were using it for the Sprite commercial.
Yeah.
Because Yachty didn't even talk in the Sprite commercial. It was just a dun. So that's like, and I just remember I was talking to someone else about it, and bro,
He got that figured out, right?
I, I, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Because
Jeez.
the problem was that he gave it to him for free. Like, even if he would have sold it to him for $1, it was like a business transaction. There was but the fact that he gave it to him is where it got complicated. So I know what you mean by it's like, damn, like this is used and recognized, but I don't get the recognition because I know, like, dude, when I saw it on the fucking Super Bowl Sprite commercial with LeBron James and Lil Yachty, and it's literally just the beat, I was like, holy shit, I know he's pissed.
That's why you gotta know your worth, bro.
And
You gotta
that
know your
goes back
worth.
into like I'm glad that it's been such a ride because I didn't know like had things worked a certain way, like in that period of time I wouldn't have
Yeah.
known any of this business stuff, which is so important, and I could have ended up hating what I do, but the fact that I've had the opportunity to learn a lot more about the business, it gives me a lot. I know what I'm in there for. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what I want. I know. Now, I'm not even gonna say that. But yeah, it's just you gotta know you gotta know the business. You can't step into doing music without knowing the business. Because people like this goes back to when I was 19, 20, I was getting into we were trying to get booked to open up for someone at A3C or something. Yeah, bro, good call. After you
Yeah.
pour up, let me get a little bit of that sauce.
Sir. Appreciate that.
But we were trying to get booked for A3C or some shit. And if you want, kill it, family. Or let's kill it right now. Whatever. Unless we're feeling classy and we just trying to feel. Yeah, let's just. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Hoy was ready to go.
Hoy said, I'll kill a bottle any day.
um,
See, here's the thing, man.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
a person like me, right? I don't know shit about the music industry. Like,
Okay.
I made a couple songs back in the day.
Hey,
You know what I mean? They got like 10,
Hey.
15,000 plays on SoundCloud.
Hey.
That's a little something.
that's turd.
But then, like, my account got like deleted, and it was like a whole thing. And I was just took that as a sign from the universe that like that wasn't my path, right? But I've always been a creative type of person, and then
Right.
I stumbled into this, and now we're fucking here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sick, man.
Yeah, bro,
I
we're
love
talking
the
to you,
setup, dude.
and it's a blessing.
Yeah,
It really is.
blessing
Just
to be
being here,
bro.
having this conversation is a blessing.
It really, bro. It
See it
is,
another
it
day.
is.
So for someone like me, for someone listening, I hear this kind of stuff. I hear what happened to Ramses. I hear what happened to you. But like, how exactly do they fuck people over? Like, are they very vague about what they're gonna use it for, and then they just try to close an agreement, and then later you're like, holy shit, like this is blowing up, and I'm not getting any recognition.
I don't even think. I wouldn't even say because in my situation, I didn't get fucked over necessarily. It's just that's just how it is. Like that's how it all works. It's people, you know the knowledge or you don't, and like we're like it's not our responsibility for you not to be read up and like knowledgeable about your situation. Like if we're working a deal with you, we're not about to teach you Like,
How to-
what benefits you more?
Yeah.
You know, we'd expect that we're both on the same page here if we're working on this deal together. So, like, if you just didn't catch something,
So
that's just
what
how
are
it
those
is.
things? Like, what are the things
Really? I mean, it's different everything.
for you specifically? Like, what were some of the things that that didn't sit well with you as like the project was, being unveiled? I mean, you got your Emmys
Yeah.
and all, but you were like, wait a minute.
Well, the first thing was just that it didn't go like on our, because the whole time I was just prepping for like it to be like on our company YouTube, and yeah, we posted it on our own YouTube, but when they did it on their platform, like shared it on their big platform, they ran everything through their website, which
Mm.
it makes sense. I mean, that's why I'm saying like I don't even consider it fucked over because it's like they lay it out for you in the contract. It's really
But you're
Just
just eager.
you
expose
just
you.
gotta know. You just gotta
Yeah.
know your stuff. Like really,
You're just eager to sign, make
And
some
that,
money.
that just kind of like exposed you to
right. You just eager. You're seeing a contract to do something that is like creative related. Like especially at first, you're gonna be quick to sign whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a job. You know, boom, boom, in and out. Oh wow, this much for to do this? Yeah, let's do it. But then you don't know it's just like a work for hire situation, and
So it's just a really good lesson for you. It exposed you to that side of like the business. At the end of the day, it's a business. Like
yeah,
it's not,
It's a business.
and like, and that's why like going to kind of what he was saying earlier and just like knowing you is just like that's how your whole approach to music is. Like, yes, like it is an art form. It's all about the art, but at the
Mhm.
same time, you have the mindset like you're not about to forget at the end of the day that this is a business and like
You got you just gotta know
and
it.
like that's what's so dope to me and that's what a lot of people lose track of is it is a business and like you gotta do your thing
You
no
just
matter
gotta
what.
do your thing. Like you gotta remember that you can't take things to heart. Like you just really gotta be like really like just not be too emotional in a way. You know, you just gotta be a little detached and not get disappointed easily. Like I was talking to someone the other day and it's like I've been told no so many times that it's just funny at this point. Like because it's just like, wow, that's just one more like for every no I get, I'm just like the yes is so much bigger. For all the no's that I get, I just know that the one yes is gonna be more powerful than 100 no's. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that one yes is gonna be more influential. And I've gotten yeses, you know. I'm not just getting no's left or right, but it's yeses of different things, you know. It's not just one like you're in, you know, like everything was like a step thing. And
So,
I'm still really I haven't even dropped the tape, bro. Really, this is just getting started, bro.
so
Like I'm still
what's your vision for the future? Like, where do you plan to take yourself as far as music?
we're headed to the top, bro. Like it's not like I'm not you know, it's like you're brushing your teeth tonight, right?
I hope I get there. Yeah.
Hey, well,
Hey.
nah, you're about to brush your teeth. Well, we all hope that we, you know, because we don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, here's
When
the
we
thing.
leave
Here's
here,
the
you
thing.
know what I'm saying? But
I
you get where I was going, though.
right when I said that, I knew that you were gonna think about it like, oh, I hope I make it home alive. But like, I'm going like a Halloween party later, so that's what I mean. Like, I hope I brush my teeth. Like, I might be too fucked up.
Oh, okay, okay.
But let's approach it
Oh,
that way.
I got all deep.
Let's approach it philosophically. Like, I hope I get home tonight, right?
I like where you're going. Like, yeah, listen, he's going to brush his teeth tonight.
I'm gonna brush
Okay.
my teeth
You're
tonight.
gonna brush your teeth tonight. So that's how I view everything that you know is in that I have in mind. It's not. And I was just talking to one of my homies tonight, yesterday. I'm not even gonna say his name because I don't know. Like this is kind of like it was a personal conversation, but um, we're talking about his project, and he just said, "I hope." Like I was like, "Yo, this is gonna go crazy," and he said, "Yeah, bro, hopefully."
Hope doesn't exist.
And like I was just like, "Wait, what's hopefully? Like, what does that mean?" You know what I'm saying? Like, like when someone says hopefully, what does that exactly mean?
Bullshit.
Eh,
I don't
there you
believe it, bro.
go.
I don't believe in hope. I don't believe in maybe.
I believe in hope, but I understand. I
You know what I'm
understand where
trying
you're
to
coming
say.
from.
Not
Yeah.
when it's regarding your dreams and like the vision for the future, because you have to have that confidence that it's going to come in fruition, because you're going to do whatever it takes to get to that point. So it's not like, oh, I hope I can put in the work. I can hope I can. No, it's like,
Yeah,
no,
right.
I am going to do that because I'm going to do that. This is going to happen.
Do you know how I look at
He
it?
just summed it up basically. Yeah.
I look at it like it already happened. Like the music already blew up. The podcast already blew up. Like we're
Right.
already rich, dude. We're fucking rich, bro.
Yes.
Right. We are rich.
You
we
know what
are
I mean?
rich.
Even
We
though
are
money's not
rich.
everything, we're rich in
We
wealth,
are rich.
health, all that
Right.
shit.
Right.
And a lot of people they stay on that. Well, I hope I get this promote. I hope I. But it's like I already did, and then you do. You know what I mean?
It's on its way.
Yeah. So I know what you mean by that. I agree with that concept.
Yeah, it's like everything that I've really said I'm gonna do, I've done. So it's like this is just another thing, bro. You know, we're here talking right now, and I'm thankful. You know, I'm just happy to be doing whatever. Cheers to that,
Yeah,
right?
cheers, right?
Hey.
to
Cheers.
that.
God, people probably think I'm an alcoholic, dude. I've been drinking so much on show.
Ah.
Bro, I used to not be a drinker, and then we started doing this series with these guys, and now I'm like fucking slamming shots, dude. We're over here like throwing down bottles in offices, like
It's just, bro. Sometimes the vibe just asks for that, but you know.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah, what's up?
You got the project dropping
Okay.
on Monday. Yeah, the first is Monday.
I think it's
That's crazy.
Saturday night or Sunday night.
Sunday night, the first.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
first
Sunday.
Sunday is the
Sunday,
third.
Yeah,
so
you're
12
right.
Election day is
I think-
Tuesday is the third.
So it's
Yeah,
Sunday.
okay, so
Okay.
it's Sunday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So it
it's
drops at 12 a.m. Saturday night. So really,
Oh, so you have it ready to premiere.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so where's the vision, man? Like we don't gotta give too much
Like,
away,
you
but
can
what's
talk
the
about
general?
like more divine, like or like
Okay,
you want to
okay.
get into that?
Nah, yeah, but hold up. So ask me the question one more time, and then
So
because I like okay, yeah.
so let's say we're not even getting deep like that.
Uh-huh.
Let's say we're just skimming. You know what I mean? Like when you see the iceberg, that's nothing compared to what's actually underneath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
what's the tip of the iceberg for you? Because I know how you feel, man. I'm not over here like, yo, tell
What's
us.
the tip mean? What's the tip?
Like
of
the tip, like
iceberg?
like grazing, like grazing over it, like
So
like
what's
you don't
the
have to go deep into all the nitty gritty details, but like, all right, what does the next 2, 5, 7, 10 years look like from a a 30,000 from the airplane perspective?
Is that okay?
That's kind of that's what you're asking, right?
Yeah, like an overview without giving too much away. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can tell you got it some deep shit. And I
Are-
can
are-
tell we're
are
gonna
you-
have.
Yeah,
what-
yeah, he
how long
definitely
are you-
does.
Like, thank you, bro. How long of a span? How long of a span are we talking though? Like
Next
5
5 years.
or like
5
2,
years.
3,
Let's do 5.
5.
Let's do 5. How old are you now?
24.
So when you're 29.
Bro. Maybe we should do like 3.
Yo, one thing I will say right now is that age doesn't matter. And like when you're like hitting like you're 21, 22, and you start to like freak out, you're like, yo, like I'm getting old. Like, nah, just sit into it.
We
Like
all
that happened
gotta-
to me when I was like,
Mhm.
because it was like, yo, what? Like now I'm 24. I feel like I'm back at 19. But it's like you're freaking out from like 21 to 23. And you're like, dude, I'm like 70. But you're really just still super young. And the earlier you realize that, you just gotta sit into a different position. You know what I'm saying?
You can't compare yourself. You got your own
Nah,
path.
yeah, you just and that's one thing. You always gotta know that you can't compare your journey or nothing to no one else's.
Hey,
like it's your own.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
There you
Mm.
go.
That's
I
what
like
they,
that.
that's not mine. That's not
Nah,
mine.
Hey,
I'm
nah,
just
see,
repeating
that's-
I like
shit.
it, though.
That's
I'm
heat,
just
that's
repeating
heat,
someone
that's
else's
heat, though,
quote.
That's heat, though.
Yeah.
Yo, so sorry.
So give us
the
give
tip
us
of
the
the
3-year
iceberg.
plan. Actually, no. We want the 5-year. We want the whole enchilada.
the whole okay, bro. Really, in 5 years, you know, we're number. I mean, at the top number. We already did the number ones in 5 years. Like we already did the number ones, and at
But
that
what's the
point,
plan to get there? Like, what stands you
What's the
out
steps?
from everybody else?
I'm the hardest, yo.
sound. Yo, the sound. Like we were
Uh.
just talking about that the other day. It's just like like all right. When we were in high school, were there any Bad Bunnies or J Balvin's around? Like
No.
you didn't hear nobody in the Spanish community that was like popping really, other than like Pitbull maybe, But like now it's like
Shouts
You
out
got
to all of them.
yeah, you got like Bad Bunny's, J Balvin's.
Yeah, Buddy
But
has a McDonald's meal, bro.
yeah, right, bro. What is crazy?
Right.
He was just on a J Balvin was just on one of like a Corona or Bad Bunny was on a Corona commercial.
Mayo.
Is J Balvin
Yeah.
the one where he's like where it's like something something fuerte da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I
Ba,
think
ba,
so.
ba, 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 ba,
I
ba,
think
ba,
so.
ba.
But
Come on, bro.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? They play that shit every time you're at the
Yeah,
club.
yeah,
What is it called? I don't even know what it's called, bro. That shit's been stuck in my head for like 4 days now.
I don't even know.
You know what I
song
mean?
it is.
And you're just like,
Shouts out to J Balvin is actually from Medellin, where I'm born as well. So we're from the same.
Mayin?
We're from the same city. In
Where is that?
Colombia. It's interior Colombia.
Holy
So
shit.
it's like in the
The Heartland.
yeah, it's like in the center type of not exactly in the center, but
That's
a
fire.
lot of mountains.
I fuck with that.
A lot of beautiful women and people and people.
Yo, but like
A lot of talent. And all Colombia, all Latin America. Shout out Latin America, shout out America and shout out to the world.
hey.
Because we're all one.
Yeah, well,
Right.
America's falling off right now.
That's a whole different.
But
We're
anyway,
all one. We're all one.
We're all one.
Yeah.
But what's the vision, man? I feel like there's depth to this.
Bro, the vision. So 5 years from now, we already did the number ones. I want to go into like what makes me different, or really just I have my own sound to offer. I've been molding it for a long time. I'm just gonna keep getting better. I produce. I can engineer, even though like I don't. That's not my main thing. I got a lot of respect for engineers, and I'm happy that they're actually people that dedicate their life to engineering. Um,
You
Basically, what set me's different, bro, is really I have the vision, bro. Like, hey, like, and that goes back to like, what's the vision? Like,
He said, I got the sauce.
I don't know, bro. It's just something like I have real
Garage
strong
door.
faith. Garage door. I have like this just like delusional. I saw this dude named Charlie Rocket. I don't know if you've seen this podcast. Charlie Rocket.
Hey.
He talks about like something like delusional optimism or something. That's like you're like so like it could be like the house could be on fire right now, and I could be like, yo, we're gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like we're straight. Like,
See, I brought this up on an episode I did like 2 episodes ago, and I was asking the person like, "You're delusional until you get it right,
right,
and then
yeah.
you're not delusional." Now people are like,
Exactly. Now it's
"Wow,
like, now
he had
everyone's
the
like,
plan."
oh yeah, he had it figured out. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? When
So-
people was really down talking to you, laughing about you, being like, yeah, you checked up, like doing all that type of stuff. Like it doesn't matter at the end.
You're
of the day.
ambitious. You're not delusional. Because
Yeah,
you're
definitely.
delusional to people who can't see the vision because they're working off 2-3 volts, but you got hella volts coming in.
I just really believe in like what I want to do, and what I want to do. My overall vision is just like, even like if I make party music and that type of stuff of music, it's just to be like an overall positive influence to people. Not even just it's not based off me. It's just to be a positive, just bring positivity to people, bring inspiration, right? Like
an experience.
yeah, anything that I have, like I have that I've learned in my journey that I could share my music that someone's gonna check out. Cause I've heard people that like artists like Big Sean, Kanye, artists like them. Like well, who else? I really want to get this. I mean, really just artists that really I've connected with. I want to do I will do what they did for me to other people. Which is just motivate. Like when I listened to their music, when I was getting into doing my own, they really made me believe like, yo, you have this, because I put myself in their shoes, like of when they weren't already in the position they sounded exactly like it sounded like they were talking directly to me. Like that's how I felt. So that's my overall purpose in music, is to be just of inspiration and a positive influence, and just make the hardest music possible, number one, because like that's really what gets me like moving. Like I was talking to them the other day, I go back to being like a little kid. I'm really competitive, and I've diluted, I don't even know if that's how you say it, but like I've suppressed a lot of my competitiveness growing up, because like I really don't like to I don't like being conflictive or whatever, like confrontational. But
Yeah, conversation.
once I see too many things going on, I'm gonna let you know how it is, and we don't want to get to that point type of shit. Um, so basically, what I was getting at is
You're channeling.
for music, I use the same type of competitive spirit that I had when I was a little kid. When like I was saying, like when I used to, I was a little kid that liked to fight a lot. So if I heard that like some other little kid was like strong, or they were like, "Yo, he can fight," I'd be like, "Yo, like I'd beat his ass." You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like,
You
cause.
channel. You
yeah,
channel that.
no, like it's like, oh, he can fight. No, I'm sure I can beat his ass though. So it's like I just use that same mentality. Like, yo, I rock with a lot of everyone's. I rock with any serious artist music. And so it's like now it's like I admire what you do, bro, but I'm about to come harder and I'm about to like hit you with my little bottle and
Do you know who
pop,
I
pop,
want to
pop,
connect
like,
you
you
with?
know what I'm saying?
Do you know who I want to connect you with?
Yeah, what's up?
I had this one chick on the podcast, and her name's Umi the Goat, right?
Hey,
I don't know if you've heard of her.
she sounds fly.
So she created her own genre of music. And she's popping off in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
She's doing shows, doing hella shit. And she has like a different style, right? But then I get how you're kind of have your own different style. Like it's almost like you've created your own genre because you don't mix you don't focus on mixing Spanish and English. You just do it. Like that's just part of how you're expressing yourself.
Yeah.
You guys should link up.
Hey, I'm down, bro.
That should be fine.
I'm at a point that I'm finally like just open to collab again because I was honing in on my own self for so long that I wasn't collaborating. But I'm finally at a point where I'm happy with my artistry and I'm definitely open to collaborate. So that definitely show me some.
Yeah,
I'm down to listen to her stuff and just see if it's a good, if it's a match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to link you guys.
And like even just what you just said, like that goes back to kind of what my point I was making earlier, just about how there were no Bad Bunnies or J Balvin's before. Now there are, and then but there's nobody who's like their lane is Spanish and English mixed. That's popping. Like I don't know anybody. Like you got some people who
I'm
like
sure there's
try,
people that do it, but like I said, like,
but like the way he does it, like I don't understand Spanish. I don't know what he's saying, but this shit's fire. Like, like it's not like, and then he'll throw in like some English, and it's so seamless, and like that's what's so exciting about it. Is just like it is its own like little path, and like I think it's evolving right at the perfect time, uh, in music right now, where people are exploring other things, and like he segues those two different English Spanish like hip hop pop into like one thing, and like that's what's so beautiful about it.
thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Really, it's like, yeah, like that. Like I just take what I enjoy and I've developed musical skills just by working, and now I just do what I like, and I'm still figuring out more. Really, this project is just a little sample of what I have to offer. I already have 3 projects made. Like I could drop 3 more projects right now, 20 songs 20 song projects each. Um and that doesn't even count like, what we have in the works. Like,
Let me ask you a question,
yeah, what's up?
right? For someone who's listening right now, and it might not be music, it might be, but it
Mhm.
might not. It might be a business, it might be a relationship, it might be a podcast. Who fucking knows?
Mm-hmm.
But they have something that they've been working on that they're really passionate about, the same way you're really passionate about music, but they're scared. They're
Mhm.
holding themselves back, right? What would you tell that person?
Right. All right. This one of my favorite ones, bro. I'd say like don't listen to if it's going out of the direction that you want to head, don't listen to it. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's your grandmother, your grandfather, your mother, and your father, and your uncle. Um, if you truly believe in something, run it because they'll understand eventually. Um, I'm still figuring it out, but I know we're headed to somewhere really great. Because we're already in a great place. You know what I'm saying? We're here. We're thankful. You know, I don't like even like going talking about any of this stuff and counting this as like a, but we have this. You have this. You have your setup. You have
Milestones.
great things. Yeah, you have great things in store. We're here, Lions Den Studios. I still got to get my lettering done, but this Lions Den Studios, and those colors just represent the colors that we got to offer. like everything, a lot of different colors, a lot of different vibes, but it's overall bright because we coming with the light. You know what I'm saying? 888 More Divine for the world.
Yes, sir.
More Divine Records is my music label. More Divine Records.
More divine.
More Divine Records.
Oh yeah,
Along with my brand, Make Dreams Real.
I like that.
And 888 is my theme that goes along with MoeBank888. 888 represents the the coming of something better, prosperity, positivity. It doesn't matter if you see it biblically,
Oh, like
spiritually.
Synchronicity.
Yeah, bro,
Fuck me up.
it's everything
that's what
positive,
it is.
everything positive, and if you flip the 8 sideways, it's also an infinity sign. So 3 infinities. More Divine Records. I chose More Divine because More Divine is what it says. Like More Divine, like this is what we do. More Divine, like we pulled our things. Everyone pulls their things from here. We pull our inspiration from here. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone pulls it from right here. We pull our inspiration from up here and we bring it back down. And that's why everything that we do is great. Everything that we're gonna do is greater, bigger, and more impactful and more significant than anything that has been done before. And we're here right now, but it's gonna come together. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the resources keep coming in, the right connections, the right people that understand the vision and that have strong suits or that are stronger in different areas, they're gonna see it, and we're gonna put ourselves in the right position to do what we got to do to make this as big as it's already destined not to be. You know what I'm saying? So we're here and we're doing it because we love it, and we're doing it to inspire, and we're doing it to show people that you can do it and that you don't got to listen to these people that were too scared to go and do it for themselves. So they ended up doing something that they didn't even want to do. And then they want to put their same fears and their same mentality on you when really they just want to hold you back with them. And you got to listen. Don't just not listen. Like when I say don't listen, you got to listen. You just got to know what to filter out, because I'm all for listening to what everybody has to say, because you can learn from every single person. So I always listen. But when I see it's going against something that I'm already set on, I can't listen to you any further because you're just about to mess up with my vibe,
Mess
and
the
I'm not
energy
trying
up.
to hear anything that you're trying to say if it's not adding to. That's like
Got a line.
you're a fire. I want people to if you don't got the gasoline to my fire, if you're not adding more gasoline to my fire, if you're bringing water to the conversation,
You gotta get the fuck
just
out of
get
here.
out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta show you, bro. When we're done, I gotta show you this. So Mike Tyson has a podcast, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I was
Shout out Mike.
Yo, if Mike is
I'm trying to be
listening,
on hot boxing
dude. If
with,
Mike,
with my guys.
dude, if Mike is
Honestly.
listening to this shit, shout out to him. I posted this clip from the podcast he did with Waka Flocka. I posted it on my Twitter, and I was like, "Energy for 2020." But Waka Flocka was talking about how when he was up, he was making a lot of money. He was supporting a lot of people around him financially.
Mhm.
But it gets to a point where, like, when you're supporting somebody financially who has no ambition, they're a lazy person, you're crippling them, because
Mhm.
once you stop supporting them financially, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you crippled me." But and he was like going down the rabbit hole of like, I crippled a lot of people, and he was starting to feel bad. And Mike Tyson, brother, what he said fucking killed me. He was like, I beat these lazy individuals. I kick them. He was like, get the fuck out of here. He was like, if you're not improving this industry, you're only making it worse. So you gotta
I can
go,
hear that in his voice,
bro. Bro, I'm gonna let you listen to it. And I had a lot of people, dude. I had a lot of people who were like, they were asking me like why I put that up there. They're like, that's fucked up. I was like, you know what? It's fucked up if you're trying to please everybody that follows you. But that's the truth, bro. If you're a loser, if you're not doing anything and you're getting upset at someone else because they're not giving you money for sitting on your ass, you gotta get the fuck out of here. You gotta go. Because really, like, I'm not gonna say I'm beating anybody, but like Mike Tyson can. I mean, no one's fucking beating him. But really, I liked the attitude he had towards it, because Waka Flocka was starting to get like, he was like, man, I fucked a lot of people's lives up, and he was starting to feel bad for it. And he was like,
damn.
why the fuck are you feeling bad? Like, he was like, I beat people like that. He's like, fuck people like that. And I was just like, it kind of goes back to what you're saying. Like, if you don't got anything good to add, get out of here. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like people like that, man, they're projecting their insecurities onto you. They
Hmm.
know they're never gonna make it in music. They know their label's never gonna take off. So they're like, why should Mose? Why could Mose? They don't believe in themselves. So there's no way
Right.
they're gonna believe in you.
Yeah.
So that's why I understand why you're like, yo, I don't even want to go into the
That's
vision
correct.
because some people won't even be able to see the vision. You know what I mean?
Zebra, and like this is all starting to sound so cliche. But no, but that's where I'm going with it. What I realized when I was, as life has progressed, I realized everything that was cliche that we were told when we were young was just true. So everything we're saying is true. We hear people saying it, and these are always just uh, like topics of conversation because they're true topics of conversation type of thing. Really, so
But that's why it's cliche because no one
yeah,
wants to believe it because it's the
yeah,
truth.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
No
That's
one wants to hear the truth, bro. Look, if somebody out there isn't putting in 100%, they don't want to hear that you are because it reminds them that they're not.
right.
Just like how, like, for example, like they say that you are the 5 people you hang around.
Mhm.
I didn't understand that for the longest
Yeah,
time.
that's one of the cliche things that I was talking about, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of the cliche things that I was talking about.
We talk about that
So
a
that's
lot.
crazy. Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
I didn't realize that until recently, bro.
It's
Like,
just all
yeah.
energy, bro.
you could be a badass, but if you're around people who are fucking losers, dude, you're a loser. Whether you want to be or not. Like, I was like not taking that into perception. Like, I love a lot of the people I've gotten to know, but like, it's kind of what Austin's saying. Like, it's energy, and like you feed off each other's energy. Like, if I'm drinking wine, bro, more than likely you're gonna have a glass poured up. He's gonna have a glass poured up.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how have you experienced that?
Same thing as you, bro. I mean, really, it just comes down to
Fuck me. We're here to talk about you. We're here to talk about you.
no, no.
How
but
have you
that's
experienced
how
that?
that's how it all ties in, though, because all of our experiences, we just learn, we reflect on all of our experiences,
Facts.
But for me personally, it's just been to I still love like my day ones. My day ones are my day ones. I've just gotten into the position that I've really had to differentiate like friendship and business, and I've had to distance myself from a lot of people because they're not at the way they handle this business. I'm not talking about anything else that they handling, but you know the way that they handle this business, they don't do it with the diligence and discipline and professionalism and just intent that I do it. So I really just had to see things for what they were and learn how to differentiate them because there's that thin line of you thinking you can't be around certain people and stuff like that because of blah blah blah. But that's not really the case. You just gotta know how to differentiate. Like, yo, like I'm just, if I'm with them, we're just hanging out, we're homies, we're friends, but we're not about to be talking about no business plays just because I've been there, done that, tried that, and it's really nothing really, no big major steps were taken, and just time's gonna keep moving for everybody. So if you're just gonna keep yourself in that same circle, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You gotta really, that's when you really gotta ask yourself, like, yo, how much do you really want this? Are we just talking a whole bunch of shit? Like, are we talking out of our ass? Like, do we even really believe that we doing this? Or like what's going on? So like I've been serious about it since day one, and I'm not saying any other people that I've interacted been or you know uh, just any of my people or haven't been serious. I'm just talking about like I can only say that I've moved at a speed and with a certain type of oomph to my step that I just had to know that I can only work with the people that put the same oomph to their step in this specific thing as I do, and that's really it. But it's really important to just watch your friend circle because friends are one thing, but when it's like influencing like how you move in your business and how you move in your day-to-day life, that's a different, you know what I'm saying? And like that's the dangers of like those close-knit friend circles. Everyone's kind of in their own comfort zone. So it's like within that, there's no growth, you know what I'm saying? Mm. You really, if you're gonna be in them friend groups, like y'all all gotta hold each other just as accountable, and like you gotta be on a certain type of speed, certain type of like get things done. You gotta make sure things are getting done like this, not like you, we gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be getting executing. We can't be uh, you
Can't be
we getting
lackadaisical.
like because bro, like that's not how that moves. So if we're doing this for real, we gotta do it the right way, and that's it. So that's basically like your circle's important. Watch your circle, and but still love everybody, and make sure that you're not just being a douche or a dick. Right? Just make sure you're being a good person. You're being nice, but don't let people get that confused because that's one thing that happens with me. Just don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Hell yeah,
But
man.
yeah, but
Hey,
that's
man.
what I'm.
Believe it or not, we're at an hour and 10 minutes.
Wow,
That's a
So
vibe.
that's
before
crazy.
before we
That's
get out of here, what message do you want to leave the people with? Something that's unique to you. It doesn't have to be about music. It can, but just something that you feel like you got to get off your chest to somebody who's been listening to this up until this point.
yo, just go. Like, don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you're doing, if you're like becoming a doctor, a model, like a lawyer, like if you're about to be a teacher, a coach, whatever you're doing, business person, just go go infinity into it. I'm at a point that when I say like, what you're saying, I'm 100% sure like, about something. But then I started moving up to I'm 1,000,000% sure about something. And I was like, I don't like putting under. So I've been saying this ugly thing, like I'm infinity percent. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not putting a number on my shirt, like on my
Sureness.
a shirt, yeah, on my like, or how
Yeah.
sure I am about something. I'm just so basically what I'm saying is like put your every single cell that makes you you. Like there's so many cells. Like just in this little part of my finger, there could be like billions of cells, right? Or trillions. I don't even is
I don't-
zillion a thing?
we
I
don't
don't-
even-
But basically, put every single cell of you into it, and like someone trying to come like play you, just like hit them with the left and like like you know what I'm saying, like fight for what you believe in, fight for your dreams and make it happen. That's it.
Hey, man.
And I'm still making it happen, but we making it happen. So that's all that
Sir.
matters.
Hey, man, I want to go ahead and thank you so much for doing
Bro,
this.
pleasure, bro.
Thanks
Thank
so
you
much
very
for having
much.
us on.
Blessings in this project, bro.
Thank you for
And-
putting this together.
Yes, sir.
Really means
Yeah.
a
It's a
lot.
blessing. It's a blessing.
But hey, man, I already know we're gonna have to do. I already know we're gonna have to do a part
For
two.
sure, bro. But
after
really,
these
like I
projects
was
come out.
scattered today. Like I didn't
It's
know
all
what to
good.
expect.
It's all good.
But we'll definitely have to do a part two, and I'm really we'll wrap it up. Like I'm happy to see you doing things that's dope because this is something that's like music. Like a lot of people are doing music, but there's the difference who's doing it right, and you're doing this right.
I appreciate that.
Just keep running it, bro.
Thank you.
know what I'm saying?
November
We're-
1st.
Really means a lot.
No, oh, okay. Oh, sorry,
yeah.
sorry,
Before we
sorry,
get out
sorry.
of here, where can people find you?
Sheesh.
Instagrams, YouTube, the album.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
I was gonna get to that, but
yeah, bro. I still got to get used to doing that. Y'all can find me at MoeBank888. MoeBank888 everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
SoundCloud.
Just look up. Like it's frustrating. You're like, yo, your music's on all platforms? All platforms. All platforms. So MoeBank888, the project, 88, excuse me, sorry. 888, the tape is dropping the 1st of November. It has 11 songs, 7 new tracks, 4 of the ones that have already been released that are Que Tu Crees, Calor, 2004, and Zumba are going to be on the project along with 7 new tracks. 888, the tape, going to be on all platforms the 1st of November. Go check it out. Any vibe, and share with your peoples because I know you're going to like it. I appreciate this, bro. I'm happy. We're blessed, and we're just going to keep next time that we do a podcast, bro, like we're both all three of us are gonna be like in levels that we didn't even imagine
Right.
like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we know we're progressing, we know we're moving up, but next time we meet, like we're about to be like, whoa, bro, like that was crazy. So watch. Y'all watch too.
Yeah, we'll have to gas one too next time.
Oh,
But-
bro.
but hey,
Yeah,
man,
No, bro.
for sure.
Facts.
So, hey, just like every other time, my name's Charbel Milan. Today we got,
MoeBank888.
Austin Hoyt.
and this has been a time shared. Thank you so much.
Uh,